And welcome in everyone to RedRaiders.com. I'm Zach Long, this is Krista Pirtle, discussing Texas Tech men's basketball, and a lot to discuss here, Krista. A rough stretch, and that might be an understatement right now. The Red Raiders go to Austin this weekend, and they lose to Texas.
They did. It was actually a close game for the most part in the first half. Tech actually had a lead, and then Javon Felix came in, knocked down a couple threes. Jonathan Holmes did, and then Miles Turner just stole the show, and the Red Raiders weren't able to keep him under control.
Yeah, and a guy who kind of took a lot of criticism. Oh, he's not a lottery pick. He's not a big draft pick. He showed a little bit of a talent there on Saturday night and really took that game over, and probably going to be a guy we're going to be talking about NBA draft time this year, aren't we?
Absolutely. He did well. I mean, the stats speak for themselves. He had 25 points. Almost half of Texas's points he accounted for, so he really he didn't just score from one spot on the floor. He was all over and was instant offense for Texas.
Up next for the Red Raiders, Baylor. The consolation here, hopefully, is that the game is at home, but Baylor's good.
Absolutely. Baylor is coming off of 2 straight losses at home against Oklahoma State and on the road at Kansas. But a big thing for Texas Tech, at Texas, if you watch, they just kept chunking up three-pointers. And this Red Raider team isn't dominant behind the three-point line. 52% of their shot attempts came from deep. That cannot happen against Baylor.
If you're hitting, it's one thing, but if you're not hitting, Texas Tech doesn't have the physical inside presence yet. That's not a criticism of Noren Sodiase. I'm just saying yet.
It's coming.
It's not there. That is going to develop, but you cannot go cold from the outside. Baylor is one of those teams early in the year maybe didn't have much of an identity, but they've pulled off some big wins, and they're right in the middle of this conference, which could push 7, even 8 teams into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting to see this from Baylor at all this year. There's no star power like there has been in the past, but this could possibly be the best coaching job Scott Drew has had while he's been at Baylor. But if you look at this, Baylor still runs his own defense, but it's better than the zone defense in the past. There is length, but it's not as much as it has been, and there's more athletes at every position. What Texas Tech can't do is settle from the outside. They need to work the ball inside, but also short corner area, wide open. Zach Smith has hit some shots from there. He really needs to be productive in that area.
In Texas Tech, their postseason hopes, frankly, they're dwindling. They're going to have to win the Big 12 tournament if they want to extend their season, but what you're looking for here is character wins, something they did last year. They have a big one at home against Iowa State. This game against Baylor would qualify as a character win, don't you think?
Absolutely. Baylor is ranked in the top 25, I think. The AP hasn't released it for this week yet, but they still are in the top 25. Baylor is beatable. First off, take care of Kenny Cherry.
Yeah.
When Baylor wins, he goes off. He's very quick in every aspect of the game, likes to take a dribble to the right, step back, hit a shot. Whoever is guarding him cannot give him any daylight. He also passes the ball well. And then if you look around, you've got Taurean Prince leads the Bears in scoring. He comes off the bench. He is a 6'7", 3'4" guy. So Zach Smith could be on him. He's very versatile. And then you got big old Rico Gathers.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to be glad to see him graduate.
Oh, yeah, he's a junior, so he's still got a couple. He's still got a bit more time. 6'8", 275. Somebody has to block him out. He's averaging over 12 rebounds a game.
Absolutely. Big game for Texas Tech, though. They can really erase some of the bad memories they've went through the last few weeks. Getting a win over Baylor, because I don't think it's any secret. Tech and Baylor not exactly the best of friends. Should be a decent environment, you would hope, over there at United Supermarkets Arena. And, of course, Krista will have full coverage of that game at RedRaiders.com, lookonline.com. Follow her on Twitter, AJ_Krista Pirtle. For now, though, we'll bid you farewell. That is Krista Pirtle. I'm Zach Long. You're on RedRaiders.com.